Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, when is MADMA Season 8 going to air? And we were kind of hoping we'd get more info on Minecraft 1.6, but I suspect that's going to be a little bit later in the summer, and we don't want to wait that long. So early June, we're thinking probably the second Thursday of June is when we're going to air episode 1 of Season 8. And another thing, I'm sure you guys, I hear a lot of comments and boo-hoo-hoo, I don't want to wait for another season. You got to remember, guys, when we do the season, we're constantly editing and filming the episode that's yet to be broadcast. And so when we get our break in between seasons, that gives us that, 3 weeks or so where we actually have a little bit of downtime because we want to think about the plot and, what's going on in the show and how it's going to evolve for the next season. We kind of want to have a plot arc, obviously in Season 7. Whoa. Obviously in Season 7, a big point of that season was a couple of things. One, the introduction of the evil guy into the simulator. He sort of broke the simulator interface after he entered it, so now Splice is locked out, the evil guy's locked in, and the other major plot thread, if you will, is that Ben, at the beginning of the season, was found to be missing after defeating the Wither, and so we sort of went on a long, arduous, roundabout journey, which a lot of you were patient in enduring, to find Ben. Now, at the end, you saw there at the end of Season 7, I'm not giving really anything away, we actually, Sass and Dad, find Ben. We're not quite sure what's up with his location, where we're at. It seems to be somewhat mysterious. So you can imagine that there's going to be a lot of surprises and weird activity in the beginning of Season 8 as it relates to our new location. Now, Mary's back home working on the Splinter, which is her failed water slide, and I think you guys are going to be impressed. She's actually come up with a design for an actual outer shell for the water slide so that people will be able to slide down that water slide around the fountain that she originally made. Now, also, as you guys may know, Mary's pretty good at building, houses and other basic structures. So we really intended that initial quote-unquote water slide to be a fountain because to make a water slide, you really want to have lots of larger areas covered so that you can slide around and go around in circles or however you're going to make the water slide work. So expect to see more of that, and we'll make that downloadable. We're going to have a download for the end of Season 7 and also probably one for the beginning of Season 8 because there is going to be a bit of a discontinuity between the two. So, oh, look at this. This is not bad. All right, so we got one air block, 2 air blocks, 3 air blocks, 4, 5, 6. Wow, okay. Wow. As time goes on, guys, I'm going to be doing what I did in the last season and omitting some of the basic mining like this. I know some people like basic mining and talk about things like tree farms, but I'm going to be skipping that as the editing dictates. For these first few episodes, I really wanted to get out, all the basic info about MADMA and about Dave Must Die. And I have to say, I really enjoy Dave Must Die. I like PvP, especially when I'm the target. And so you get these long periods of regular activity that are just punctuated by, as they say, sheer moments of terror. Now, a lot of you may wonder why Ben was AWOL in Season 7. Why the big mystery and disappearance? Well, a lot of you may know that Ben, and a lot of you may not know, that Ben plays rugby, and he actually had a rugby season that was pretty strenuous, and that is now over. And so we were able to time his rugby activity with the end of Season 6 and the beginning of Season 7 all the way through now. And now that he's done, he is back. So that is the explanation. We wanted to build it into the plot, make it something more exciting than oh, Ben's gone mysteriously and we'll never see him again or whatever. We knew he'd be coming back, and we just wanted to kind of build that in. So fortunately, we knew in advance, and we were able to do the whole Wither story just basically as an explanation of why Ben would be gone. And that's where all of that evolved from, which sprang out of the Halloween update when the Wither was introduced last year. So it's, again, one of those things where we just took it step by step. We really did want to introduce all of the things from that, week 38 snapshot that eventually became 1.5 and or 1.45, I guess, at the time. Something like that. It was week 38 snapshot of last year that inspired us with a lot of the Halloween bits and pieces. Okay. Now. Good. Dirt. How much dirt do I have anyway? 8. Okay. All right, so we have, is that 7? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That probably would do it, but by golly. Okay. I'm using iron here because I figure it's going to be a little faster on the draw. Trying to make this tree farm. One of the things I love about Minecraft is surviving underground. I think it's a lot of fun. There's actually a mod that is like an apocalypse mod that slowly burns away the surface, turns all the trees like into burning wrecks. Pretty cool. And it actually forces you underground. It's like an end of the world mod. If anybody knows what that is, please comment. We were actually going to incorporate that into like a dream sequence, but you know what? That brings me to another point, which is a lot of you guys ask, why don't you there we go. Why don't you guys include mods in MADMA? And that's a problem because you get weird instabilities like what we see with Feed the Beast. And then you also get delays because now the mod is out of date because a new version of Minecraft came up. So you either have to play with really old Minecraft or you have to play... you either have to play with that old version of Minecraft for quite some time. Think about Feed the Beast, right? Red Power is being delayed, and therefore there's just, they're not going to be able, either not going to include it or delay the release. I forget which. And, then another mod comes along like Equivalent Exchange, and it changes quite a bit. You kind of have to do a map reset for those kinds of things, when items disappear and whole pieces of functionality change. And so for MADMA, we really want to keep the show as vanilla as possible, just to avoid those kinds of situations. So I think for this first couple of episodes of the show, I'm going to, of Dave Must Die, for these first couple of episodes for Dave Must Die, I'm probably going to go back and answer some of these frequent questions, since the danger level's not high, hopefully, at this point. There's more iron. Alright. God, that scared me. Now, I probably should enchant before I die. Good. This will earn back the iron that I'm blowing on making this whole thing. Hey, I want to thank you guys for all the great comments and emails. A lot of more folks now are commenting and emailing us. Now, we don't write out our email address on the web too much because bots pick it up, but it's just dadsRfunny@gmail.com. That's pretty easy. So, hey, drop us a line. YouTube comments, we still can deal with those. I know a lot of YouTubers don't like answering YouTube comments. It can be kind of a pain in terms of the interface, but we've managed to keep doing that and enjoy it. And so we're going to keep doing that. But also email is better. If you have a longer thread discussion, that's a better method, really, for any kind of substantial conversation. Wow, look at this. Man,